Hey, they killed you. It's not really you, my boy.
Shut up. Get oh. Sorry, Ye.
You guys have a good night.
Have a good night, Ye.
West allegedly has a strict set of rules for Bianca to follow. But allegedly he has told her that she can't speak in public, which I feel like does check out because I've not seen any clips of her speaking publicly with Kanye West.
You won't want to miss this latest unfolding drama, as it seems Kanye West's wife, Bianca Censori, has had enough of his antics and is ready to call it quits. Reports suggest Kanye has been mistreating Bianca, but she has reached her breaking point and decided to speak out against his controlling and manipulative behavior throughout their marriage. Adding to her frustration, Bianca is embarrassed by a recent lawsuit filed against Kanye by a former employee, but she's determined not to stay with a man like that. Rumor has it she's planning to leave him and take half of his assets, especially since they don't have a prenup. This situation is spiraling into a major scandal. Let's dig a little deeper into this mess, shall we? But of course, before we go any further, make sure first that you subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell for more updates and videos like this. Now let's get going.
Let me rephrase that. Are you sad that you're no longer together, that you're divorced?
We'll always be together. She dresses exactly like me.
Sources claim Kanye imposes strict rules on Bianca, including forbidding her from speaking in public and dictating her wardrobe choices. This does seem plausible, considering her noticeable silence in public appearances with Kanye. While many thought their marriage wouldn't last, they have surprised everyone by nearing their second anniversary. But with tensions rising, this storm is about to break wide open. Word on the street is that Bianca is allegedly preparing to end her marriage with Kanye West, citing emotional manipulation and humiliation. This news follows closely on the heels of a lawsuit filed against Kanye by a former employee accusing him of harassment and inappropriate behavior. The buzz is that Bianca has had enough of Kanye's controlling ways. Despite nearly 2 years of presenting a facade of being the perfect spouse, she is now seriously considering divorce, eager to free herself from Kanye's grip.
Hi, my name's Bianca Censori. I'm an architectural designer from Melbourne, Australia. I currently reside in Los Angeles and I'm a lead architectural designer at Yeezy.
Let's be honest, many saw this coming from a mile away, right? It's actually surprising their union has lasted this long given the odds. People were already speculating about how short-lived their marriage might be. Just a while ago, Kanye was publicly declaring his undying love for his ex, Kim Kardashian. And soon after, he was walking down the aisle with Bianca. Initially, many assumed Kanye's relationship with Bianca was a rebound or a ploy against Kim Kardashian. Yet here we are, nearly 2 years in, and their marriage has endured until now. From the beginning, the situation was perplexing, leaving everyone guessing about Kanye's true intentions. Was it genuine love or just another unpredictable move from Kanye? It's always hard to tell with him. The marriage began under strange circumstances. Kanye had recently faced backlash for several perceived anti-Semitic rants, which led to him being ostracized in Hollywood and a significant financial hit, costing him his billionaire status. He disappeared from the public eye for a while, seemingly to recover in private. Then out of nowhere, Kanye re-emerged with a surprise. He had secretly married Bianca. Suddenly, they were seen everywhere, going on dates and appearing as a couple, in a plot twist no one anticipated. Let me tell you, Kanye has always been a master at making headlines, but this move took it to the next level. Their relationship was so secretive that even their closest friends were caught off guard. Can you imagine discovering your friend got married through viral internet photos? That's exactly what happened with Kanye's inner circle. They were as shocked as the rest of us. For instance, a source revealed that the Kardashians had no idea Kanye was even seeing someone new. The source mentioned that the family isn't viewing this as a legitimate marriage yet. They don't know what to make of it. They aren't even sure if it's a PR stunt and are waiting to see if Kanye files the necessary paperwork. They are anxious because if this marriage is real, Bianca would become part of the children's lives. If you thought Kanye not informing the Kardashians about his wedding was bad, brace yourself. It gets worse. Insiders reveal that even Bianca's parents were unaware of their daughter's marriage, making the situation go from odd to downright bizarre. This left everyone wondering if there was more to the story than meets the eye. Some sources have tried to defend Kanye's decision to keep things secret, arguing that after 2 decades as a megastar and a first marriage to someone who lives almost full-time in front of a camera, he wanted to handle this relationship differently. Bianca and Kanye have a completely different dynamic. They are very private, deeply affectionate, and entirely devoted to each other. They seem to cherish their private time together. However, many found it hard to believe that such secrecy was necessary, especially when it meant hiding their wedding from their families. This skepticism grew as reports emerged, portraying their relationship as perfect. Sources claimed Kanye West's new wife, Bianca Censori, runs the show, managing his daily schedule and handling all his business affairs. Another insider told US Weekly that things couldn't be better for Kanye and Bianca, insisting that they're doing amazing. Kanye feels he's finally met someone who truly understands and loves him for who he is. Bianca compliments Kanye on many levels, and he deeply appreciates and respects her opinions. She keeps him grounded, and he's feeling better than ever. Last year, there were even rumors that they might be starting a family together. Everything seemed great between them, especially since they've often been seen showing affection in public. But from what we've gathered, it seems Bianca has been suffering in silence. Over their nearly 2-year marriage, Kanye has put her through a lot. A major topic of conversation is how Kanye appears to have stripped Bianca of her personality, molding her into a version of Kim Kardashian. Many find it unsettling how much Bianca now resembles Kim, sparking speculation that Kanye is using her as a replacement. Additionally, let's talk about her wardrobe. No shade, but fans have noticed that Kanye keeps dressing Bianca in increasingly bizarre outfits. Before they tied the knot, Bianca's style was quite different, but now Kanye's influence on her fashion choices is unmistakable. Previously, she dressed one way, but after the marriage, her style drastically changed to match Kanye's vision, which many find odd. While Bianca is undeniably beautiful no matter what she wears, fans wish she'd choose something more normal every now and then. However, the situation appears worse than we thought. According to Bianca's friends, Kanye has effectively cut her off from everyone in her life. One of her friends spoke to the Daily Mail, revealing that Bianca feels trapped and her friends are trying to help her, but Kanye has put up barriers that make it nearly impossible. Everyone is extremely concerned because this isn't who she is. Bianca is usually an incredibly outspoken and lively person who never keeps her mouth shut. It turns out she isn't allowed to speak in public without Kanye's approval. This explains why she seemed unwilling to talk in a viral video of her. It's heartbreaking to see someone as genuinely sweet as Bianca stuck in such a situation. But it even gets worse. Multiple sources have spoken up about Kanye's treatment of her, and it isn't pretty. They claim he's essentially brainwashed Bianca into becoming who he wants her to be rather than letting her be herself. According to these sources, Kanye has set rules for Bianca, including never speaking in public and wearing only what he approves. This certainly explains her unusual outfits. But somehow that's not even the worst part, because it gets worse. The source also revealed that Bianca is subjected to strict dietary requirements and exercise routines, despite Kanye not adhering to them himself. He has exerted complete control over Bianca, allegedly convincing her that they are royalty. She seems to have lost her independence entirely. Essentially, Kanye dictates every aspect of Bianca's life, from her meals to her movements. It's a deeply concerning situation. Sources indicate that Bianca's friends have gone to great lengths to help her escape this unhealthy dynamic. Initially, she resisted their efforts, refusing to leave because of the profound influence Kanye had over her. She was convinced that her friends were envious of her celebrity marriage and dismissed their concerns. Eventually, a few of her friends were able to break through to her, but she remained resistant to their advice and unconcerned about her well-being. She refused to leave, prompting her friends to show her the negative comments circulating online about her situation. What really convinced her that the marriage was not right anymore was Kanye getting sued for some horrible actions. Kanye West was always seen as someone with a clear head, despite his tendency to expose the truths about Hollywood elites and their influence over black celebrities. He was vocal about figures like Diddy, suggesting that they were controlled by powerful forces and harbored shady secrets. Kanye asserted his independence, declaring that he couldn't be controlled like others in the industry.
They can't scare you, they can't control you, they try to suppress you, but that's how they try to categorize
They
you.
can't control me. You get what I'm saying? They can control Shaq. They can control Charles Barkley. They can control LeBron James. They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
But not you, man.
But they can't control me.
His confidence stemmed from his belief that he had never committed any serious crimes, thus feeling immune to repercussions. Kanye's reputation for exposing other celebrities and revealing the darkest secrets of the industry made him the last person we expected to become involved in something like this. While he's been known to bully Pete Davidson to the point where Pete needed therapy and has publicly criticized Kim, even going as far as calling her a bad mom, accusations of something as serious as SA were beyond what many could have imagined. The accusations came from Lauren Pisciotti, who claimed to be Kanye's former personal assistant.
Kanye West is facing legal action from his former assistant. Lauren Pisciotta is suing West for a number of complaints, including wrongful termination, harassment, quid pro quo and hostile environment, unlawful retaliation, unpaid wages, and gender discrimination.
Initially hired to work on his Yeezy fashion line during its first season, Lauren also asserted that she contributed to a few tracks from his album, DAA. Although she's not credited, making it difficult to verify her involvement. According to her, Kanye later elevated her to the position of personal assistant, offering her an astonishing $1 million annual salary. This raised serious eyebrows, as such exorbitant compensation is highly unusual for a personal assistant in the industry. For instance, Kim reportedly paid her assistant, Stephanie Shepard, only $65,000 a year, and when Stephanie requested a raise, Kim allegedly terminated her employment.
You okay? No. Not okay. It's having such a hard day.
This raised suspicion, especially considering that Kim seemed content with Stephanie's work until the salary negotiation. Stephanie had been working for Kim for 3 years without a raise and felt it was time to request one. She asked for a $20,000 increase, which led to Kim's apparent displeasure, despite her net worth exceeding $200 million at the time. It's not as though Kim couldn't afford the raise, or that an extra $20,000 annually would have significantly impacted her financial situation. According to reports, celebrity assistants typically earn between $80,000 and $150,000 annually as their base pay. So Kanye West's decision to pay Lauren $1 million was undeniably generous and raised questions about potential ulterior motives. While celebrity assistants may appear to lead glamorous lives, the reality is often less lavish, as their salaries don't always reflect their perceived lifestyles. In 2021, before working for West, reports suggest Lauren primarily supported herself through an OnlyFans profile. She claimed West initially hired her to contribute to the first season of his Yeezy women fashion line and collaborate on 3 tracks from his DAA album, although she doesn't have formal credits on the record. Despite this, West later offered her the role of personal assistant with an annual salary of $1 million, $780,000 more than the typical industry range, with the condition that she be available 24/7, an offer she accepted. Lauren asserted that she continued running her OnlyFans account while working for West, seemingly without objection from him. Everything seemed normal until 2022, when Kanye abruptly changed course and urged her to adopt a more devout lifestyle. He requested that she close her OnlyFans account and offered her an additional $1 million as compensation, to which she agreed. However, this decision marked the beginning of a rapid decline in their working relationship. Initially, it appeared questionable, but Lauren accepted the arrangement. Soon, she found herself in increasingly troubling circumstances. Kanye's sudden insistence on a complete lifestyle overhaul raised numerous red flags, and Lauren's account began to shed light on a disturbing narrative of her time under his employment. According to reports, after closing her account, she alleges she received explicit text messages from West, including adult videos. Lauren further claims that he engaged in inappropriate behavior, such as getting himself off while speaking to her on the phone, and on one occasion, doing so in her presence after trapping her in a private room on his plane. This recent scandal isn't the first time Kanye West's controversial conduct has captured headlines. Just last year, employees from his Yeezy fashion line exposed his behavior to Rolling Stone. detailing instances where Kanye played adult films during staff meetings and even exhibited an intimate photo of his then-wife, Kim Kardashian, during job interviews. There were clear boundary issues at play. Kanye had previously been candid about his struggles with adult films and the havoc they wreaked on his life, admitting to a severe addiction. Consequently, the accusations against him weren't particularly surprising given his history. Lauren also alleged that he sent her explicit text messages describing in graphic detail his desires and fantasies. She claimed he would express desires such as, "See, my problem is, I'd be wanting to have intercourse, but then after, I'd want the girl to tell me how hard they've been engaging in intercourse while I'm engaging in it with them. Then I'd want her to cheat on me." He supposedly continued to describe his intimate fantasies using vulgar language. In another occasion, she claimed he texted her saying, "Is my genitalia racist? This genitalia of mine, is it racially biased? I'm going to confront this racially biased genitalia of mine. I'm going to view images of white women with darkened buttocks and confront this genitalia for its racial bias, confronting it for being racially biased." Lauren claimed that Kanye had a strange fixation on the size of her boyfriend's genitalia, if you catch my drift. Honestly, given Kanye's history of eccentric behavior, this revelation wasn't entirely surprising. Remember when he became fixated on Pete Davidson's size while Pete was dating Kim? According to Charlemagne, Kanye even vented to him saying, "My wife is involved with a white boy with a 10-inch genitalia, and you won't help me." And Charlemagne was like, "Yo, you know Pete is my friend, right?" He kept going on and on about it, saying things like, "My wife is involved with a white boy with a 10-inch business, and you're telling me that's your friend, but you're supposed to be all about the culture." He was yelling on the phone, desperately seeking help. It was both entertaining and hilarious in a bizarre way. What else could I do but laugh at that? I just walked out the door and let him vent.
Unprotected sex? No, Kanye told me I had AIDS. And he's a genius, so I was like, oh, fuck. I was like, I better call my doctor. The guy who made College Dropout thinks I have AIDS.
That was just bizarre, especially since Kanye was involved with multiple women at the time. It seemed hypocritical for him to criticize Kim about her personal life while they were in the process of finalizing their divorce. Lauren also alleged that she possessed multiple texts and videos exchanged with Kanye, including footage supposedly showing him being intimate with a model. This allegedly occurred while he was still married to Bianca, implying infidelity. Kanye supposedly promoted Lauren to chief of staff with a $4 million salary. However, he terminated her employment in October 2022 and offered her a $3 million severance, which he never paid. Consequently, she's now suing him for wrongful termination, breach of contract, and creating a hostile work environment. This situation is incredibly chaotic, and allegedly it's the final straw for Bianca, who is reportedly ending the marriage. But she's not walking away empty-handed, and she's determined to claim half of their assets. Bianca asserts that she's been emotionally hurt by Kanye and is seeking compensation. It remains unclear if they signed a prenuptial agreement, but indications suggest this divorce will be messy. Fans have expressed mixed feelings about the situation, with some urging support for Bianca, stating someone help that poor woman escape from that man and get him to therapy or something. While others criticize Kanye's actions, remarking, "Is it evil for men to pursue free-spirited, extravagant women only to suppress them once in a relationship? And it happens too often." Conversely, some fully support Kanye, arguing this is about setting standards, particularly given the scrutiny he faces. He doesn't want the media to interfere. He's doing this to protect the relationship. People demonize everything a man does. But what are your thoughts? Do you believe Bianca is motivated by money, or do you believe she really has gone through a lot with Kanye? Let us know in the comments. That's all for today. We hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, make sure to hit like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more videos like this.